you. So today we'll be talking about 10 mistakes that most upcoming makers makes and how to fix them. I wish somebody had told me this before I started my cake business. I would have been a better baker, but we learn on the job. So I am here to share that with you. I have them written down. So you might see me looking down because I have them. I don't want to make a mistake. That is why I have them written down. So feel free to ask a question in the comment section if you watch this. So welcome once again, and as you listen, I pray you stay blessed. So number one point I'll be giving today is not measuring your ingredients. Most bakers do this mistake, or you measure your ingredients and you are using the wrong scale. You know that scale that they just keep stripping off. I don't know what is wrong, but whenever you're watching this, I would um say what I've said before. Always follow the right recipe. The right recipe. Near looking at some recipes, sef, you will know that this recipe is wrong. That is just it. So always follow the right recipe. That's my number 2 point. My number three, using ingredients at the wrong temperature. You use your ingredients at the wrong temperature. Maybe you need to bake cake and you kept your egg in the fridge. You know when you're bringing it out cold, it will reduce the temperature of whatever you're baking with. It can even make your butter to curdle. That is just it. When you're using a cold ingredient for your baking, it can make your cake not to come out the way it's supposed to come out. So always use the ingredients at room temperature. If you need to bake at, let's say, 4, bring out your egg out of the fridge by let's say bring it out in the morning. So it will have defrost, it will have thaw. You won't see it will not be cold. And when you are baking, you will see a good result. So always prepare your ingredients before you bake. That's my number 3 point. And my number 4, use the ingredients as the fourth um the fourth point, over mixing or under mixing the batter. You over mix your batter, your cake becomes tough. You even eat the cake and you be like, what kind of cake is this? So don't always over mix. When you pour your flour into your butter and sugar mix, just fold it in. Fold it in, scoop it in. You don't need to fold. If you are here, welcome. Good to have you here. My name is Olajumoke and I'm talking about 10 mistakes that upcoming bakers make. So, and way to fix it. That's what we are talking about here. So if you are here, welcome and good to have you here. So my number 4 point is over mixing your ingredients. Don't over mix so that your cake will not be tough. It is good to have a nice texture of cake whenever you are baking. It is good to hi, good to have you here. So whenever you are baking, don't always over mix your cake. You just have to fold it in. When you fold it in, it will combine. It doesn't matter how long you just fold it in. Whenever you pour your flour into your butter and sugar, always just fold it in. You use your I guess something is wrong with my network. Network keeps tripping off. So anyway, yeah, still welcome. Number 5 point, opening the oven too early. When you derive joy in just opening your oven at every minute, I want to see what's going on there. It is wrong. Don't There was a time I baked a cake and I just started baking that time, and I was opening my oven often. The cake fell. Yeah, it sank. So when you open your oven often, it falls. It makes your cakes fall. So don't always open your cake. When you put it inside, at least give it like, let's say, 10 minutes before you even open your oven at all. When you put your cake into your oven, don't open it for the first 10 minutes. Let it set in very well. For the first 10 or 15 minutes, let it be there and don't always increase your oven. Let it just be on mild um temperature. Temperature should not be too high so that your baked goods will not get burnt. So whenever you are baking, avoid opening your oven at every point in time. I want to see what is baking inside there. No, don't do that. It is very wrong to do. I'm on number 6 point. I don't know why this network is misbehaving. Hello, if you can hear me, can you say hi? Say hi. I can't. Okay, it's not live. So if you want to decorate a hot, it's not even advisable for you to decorate a hot cake. Hot cake is not advisable. The best thing that you can do is bake overnight and let your cake sit down for a while before you decorate. It's not advisable for you to decorate a hot cake. Firstly, the cake, you will not even be happy decorating the cake because it will stress you and you'll be frustrated. So don't decorate a hot cake. A hot cake is not good for you to decorate. I won't advise it. Don't ever do it. Don't ever try it. Decorating a hot cake. When you bake a cake, keep it in the freezer overnight and let it set. In the next morning, just decorate the cake and it will be ready for delivery. But when you say you want to decorate a cake, that's disaster. You cry. Hmm. You really cry. You're welcome to my live video. We're talking about 10 mistakes to avoid in the baking industry, like for upcoming bakers. So if you are here, don't forget to drop a comment, subscribe, and like. Thank you for joining. Using poor quality ingredients because the customer did not pay very well. I will use a poor quality ingredient. That's not good. I'd rather not take that order at all, rather than baking a cake that is not good, that I cannot even eat. Yes, I will not. I will always tell my customer I cannot compromise on my quality. My quality is my quality. If you cannot pay for it, you can go elsewhere. Someone else that would pay for it. Let people know you for who you are, for what you stand for. Don't bend because the customer says they want this cake so. You now want to use a poor ingredient. Remember, lots of people will eat that cake, and it will still boil down to your name. That okay, oh, it is me that baked the cake. I mean, your name will pop up. So imagine the cake is not good. That means you get a poor popularity. So always make sure you use a good ingredient whenever you want to bake your cake. Make sure you use a good ingredient. Don't compromise on quality at all. And the customer might not come. That's just the truth. If you are using a good ingredient, but the right customer will come. That is just the truth. The right customer will come. And your baked goods is not for everybody. That's just it. You have to niche down. This is what I'm doing and let people know you for that. Don't just bend because one customer say they want someone clinic on you want to do it anyhow. Don't do it anyhow. What is worth doing is worth doing well. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. If you want to do it well and do it diligently. That is it. I am known for that. I have that mantra. I hold firmly to that, rather. I hold firmly to it. I don't compromise on my quality. And number 8 points, I will give pricing cakes too low because you want a customer to buy from you. You are pricing. I know we live in different location and the way we buy. I mean, the amounts we buy our ingredients is different from each other. You might be in social area and the price that you're getting this maybe flour. Me, in my own area, I'm getting it for 1,000 naira, and in your own area, you're getting it for 800 naira. I know our price is not the same, but don't price your cake too low. Price the what that you are charged. Imagine baking cake, and at the end of the year, you cannot even pay your rent fee for your office or for your home. You can't even vouch that okay, I have 100K in my account while baking cake. So don't price your cake too low. Price your worth. Let people know that is it still boils down to quality. When you are baking a quality cake, you charge your worth. Don't compromise on quality. And my number 8 point, giving up too quickly because others are not coming in. You want to give up because people are not patronizing you. Keep at it. Be consistent. One day that customer that you're looking for will come. And when others are not coming in, what are you doing at that time? Are you practicing? Like when others are not coming, it is that time to practice. Look for a cake dummy that you can work on, a nice design, a trendy design that you can work on, and work on that cake. Post it. I promise you, with that, people will come and they would patronize you. They will order from you when they see that okay, this person is up and doing, is not relenting. That is the power of consistency. When you keep, you did not relent, you did not give up on your craft. People will show up for you. That is one thing I know. It has worked for me and it has worked for a lot of people. So your own is not exceptional. It will work for you too. And number 10 points I'll give now is compare yourself to another person. You don't have the same journey. You don't have the same life. You that you're just starting yesterday, you're comparing with somebody that has started 10 years ago. Is it the same thing? No, it is not the same thing. Walk in your own path. When you walk in your own path, you will see the result that you want to see. But when you want to walk in somebody else's path, you will be frustrated. That's just the truth because it's not your path. But when you walk in your own path, the path that you created for yourself, you would you will see the results. You will see the result of working in your own path. So don't compare yourself to anyone in the baking industry. Maybe you are straying through Instagram and you saw somebody's cake and you're saying, I will have been like this. You will have been how? It is not you, be you. And you will see the right customer will come to you. So every successful baker, they started somewhere. Don't despise your journey now. Yeah, don't despise it. One day, where you are looking at that you get there with the right mindset, with consistency, with doing the right thing, with delivering the right baked goods. You will get there. So don't relent, don't give up on your goals, and keep trusting. That is the only things that can get you to where you are going. I so if you find this life helpful, don't forget to subscribe, give me a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and see you in my next live. Thank you for joining. I really do appreciate. If you have a question for me, don't hesitate to drop it. Thank you and bye. Hello. Good to see you here. My name is Olaji Moke, and if you don't mind, let's have a chit chat. Are you there? Bye. They left. So I'm leaving too. I've tried.